Hello and welcome to another Thursday edition, another Thursday crawl. As you would have seen from the title, today's main plan anyway, is Biddulph. So just down the road from Biddulph is Congleton, that you know we've been to before, absolutely loved, but I didn't tick it all off completely, and apparently there's not enough in Biddulph as a total number to keep me busy for an entire evening. So I figured while we're here, let's nip just up the Biddulph road, let's come into Congleton, and let's start by ticking off one that was closed, that I was gutted was closed when we did the Congleton video, because it's a Jules pub. And you know I love a Jules pub. So, starting in Congleton today, I've been and revisited a couple around here as well that are going to be appearing in the 10 pubs you must visit series coming up very soon. Make sure you watch those because they're exceptional pubs. But we're going to start, first new pub of the day is this one, the Prince of Wales. So it's a Jules pub, gorgeous looking exterior, literally just down the road from the oldest pub in Congleton, the old King's Arms, just there. And look at that. So let's get this show on the road and crack on with pub number one of the video, the Prince of Wales. Right, I tell you what, I was gutted to miss this last time because it looked, I love a Jules pub and I love stained glass windows and it just looked right up my street, and it is. And let's look, the stained glass and stuff in here is absolutely superb as you come through. So you've had it, what, 5.5 months now? Reopened 5.5 months then, and it's doing well. As you would expect on the beers, it's the Jules lineup of great offerings and things. What we got? Jules Pale. We love a Jules Pale. But it is a super place. This beautiful boy down here tucking into his bone is Jude, the pub dog. And he is a sweetheart. He's a very good greeter. But just look at some of this in here. They have live music here every Saturday as well. And when the weather holds off, like it hasn't done so far today, they get that out in the beer garden and things as well. But what a gorgeous pub. These are, you see a lot of things like this in the Jules pubs that always sort of fascinate me with the decor and stuff. But you can tell a Jules pub a mile off. And I've said it before, I've never been in a bad one. And I stand by that again today, that I do not think that Jules have a single bad pub in their repertoire. I think they are all absolute belters. And I had my beer served in a frozen glass, which was absolutely gorgeous, because I do love my beer to be cold. Let's bring it in and have a look at the garden. So what a place for me to start new ones on today. Getting into another great Jules pub with a pub dog and a frozen glass for me beer. If this is a sign of things to come today, it's going to be a good day, and I might not even get too wet. What a stonking pub. I'm so pleased that it's open again and it's thriving. It sounds like they're doing a really good job there, and it sounds like that is literally back where it should be, at the upper echelon of Congleton pubs. Congleton, literally just being back in Congleton reminds me how much I loved Congleton last time we were here. I think it's a great little town, honestly, for beer houses, so many good craft beer houses and stuff as well. For whatever you could want, Congleton, it's all there. Seriously, if you're looking for a random little pub crawl to go on, look at Congleton. You won't be disappointed. But coming out of the town then, down the Biddulph road, because obviously I'm on the way to Biddulph, and there are three down here, all within about 100 yards of each other for me to do on the way into Biddulph. So the first of which is the Queen's Head. Whopping great beer garden space again. Look at that. Humongous. It's right by the railway line, as you probably heard just then. And the next one after this is called the Railway. Aptly named, obviously. So yeah, massive great beer garden. The Queen's Head then is my second stop for this video of the day, and I'm looking forward to it. This one's very impressive. So obviously it's a little bit of a walk out from the town centre, so I didn't get it done last time we came to Congleton, but with the three here, can't miss it. There's a great selection of ales on. All the classics, look, for ones. Two guests. There's always a guest on there. Abbott Stays, there's always a guest on there. That's produced for them by, as you can see at the bottom, Beartown Brewery. And they also produce them a lager on the back there, fourth one from the right. So lovely to see, but it is Zoe the landlady is a very nice lady, and it is a gorgeous looking place again in here. A super. The food menu here changes every single month, which is nice, isn't it? That's a nice touch. What a lovely looking building. Great beer garden, great beer, great pub. What a super pub again. Zoe, the landlady, she's very friendly, very knowledgeable, very passionate about her beer offering, and customers in there seem to absolutely love that place, and I can see why. You're not going to go far wrong with a pub like that. Walk straight over that bridge though, so literally the white bit you can see just there, that is the Queen's that I've just come out of. Walk across over this bridge and come around the corner and you'll come to the Railway Inn. It's going to be my next stop. Again, beautiful old looking, nice stonework on that. That's obviously, I bet that was the original pub there, and I bet this here, this side, was probably an extension. You look at the brick on that. I mean, maybe it was an old barn or something. Could well have been an old coaching inn where that was a stables or a barn part on it, but guarantee it's been here a long time. It's very nice. Stop 3 then, the Railway Inn. Gorgeous looking inside again, this is. So, Titanic's Plum Porter, so whenever I see it I have to go with it. There's a gorgeous looking space again. Moving bits on. Nicely set up, so probably more of a dining pub than it is a pub, but yeah, absolutely. Gorgeous looking space this. The Railway definitely feels like more of a restaurant than a pub. But it's very nice inside. The menu looks good. Plenty of dining space, things like that, but yeah, I don't think that's a pisshead pub necessarily. Not a pisshead pub, but more of a drink. I don't think that's more of a drinker's hole. But as you see, I've walked, literally, I came out the front door when I put the video on. That long to get to the Wonky Pear. Great looking little micro pub. Heard a lot about this. A lot of people suggested I should get this one in. So this will tick off and complete my Congleton contingent for the Biddulph video. Then we'll get on with Biddulph, I promise. So Wonky Pear's up next. I totally see why people suggested this to me. It's lovely. Obviously, they've got a Vault City sour on as well. But when in Congleton, it feels wrong not having a Beartown beer. So I've had a Beartown beer, lit. It's something new for my Untapped that I hadn't had before. By a lovely, gorgeous little place. This is super little micro pub. As usual, you guys, you know me well. I mean, I love a micro pub anyway, but yeah, a micro pub that's got a Verdant and a Vault City on. It's just a nice looking little place in general. So yeah, well played guys. I love it. Okay, right, so let's start Biddulph off, and I think we're starting off with a bang, I really do, because this is the first one, so it's a little bit out of sort of the town part of Biddulph. Obviously it's called the Talbot. What an absolute beautiful looking place that is. So yeah, I was warned not to miss this because you can easily miss it if you just go head straight for the town. So we've made a detour and come up here for this. But yeah, look at that. That looks absolutely exceptionally beautiful, doesn't it? Fantastic outdoor space on the front. Muddy boots and paws, welcome. You know I love dogs, and it's always nice when their muddy paws are welcome. So I'm quite looking forward to this, the Talbot. First stop of Biddulph, 5th stop of the day. I'll tell you why this is so beautiful from the outside. It's a vintage inn, and vintage inns, honestly, I worked with vintage inns for on and off probably 10 years over my pub career. Vintage inns don't buy bad looking pubs, they always buy beautiful old buildings, hence the name Vintage Inn. And this is no exception. This is stunning inside. I mean, I love those sort of floors. Like, I'd love to have that sort of floor in my house one day because I just think they're absolutely exceptional. But got a few ales on, and it is just a gorgeous looking place. Classic vintage inn menu that you would expect to find. You find food throughout the chain. But as far as Michelin butler places go, yeah, vintage inns, they're the ones to seek out and to go to if you want a historic, beautiful old building with beams, floors like that. And dog friendly. They're always dog friendly. I should have guessed before I came in it was a vintage inn, shouldn't I? I'm slipping. One more small detour, because it seems silly not doing this before I go into Biddulph town centre. So it's a little place called Gillow Heath, little village, Gillow Heath, Biddulph. So it's literally in the thing. But I've come through the villages, through the narrow one-car lane, like little lanes and things like that. Yeah, nice little place. But this is called the Staffordshire Knot, and yeah, it seemed daft looking at where this is on the map, not to come and do this and then have to come back to it on another day when literally I'm not going to be coming this way for anything else. So looks nice again. Village pubs are often some of my favourites. So looks beautiful from the outside. Staffordshire Knot. What did I say? I said I like a village pub. I know this is a beautiful village pub. This with some ales on.
It is indeed.
This is very nice. The thing on here, but some good beers and stuff on. Thank you. No worries. I'm not mental, I promise. The amount of times I have to apologise to people thinking that I'm just ridiculously mental for wandering around, but it's a lovely looking, a nice little outdoor space and things out there as well. Beautiful pub, some good ales on. Very friendly, very nice staff. Yeah, this is well worth a little detour to if you've never been. So Staffordshire not. Right, I'm in Biddulph town centre, and it all looks to be pretty much in this little high streety type bit where I'm in. Sadly, there's poor chap's got a flat by the looks of things, but this is Old Sam's. Just here, first one up the top of the high street. Let's get in and see what it's all about. Right, so story with this place is Old Sam's. It's only been open as in its current affiliation. Like, it's trying to make it in a sports pub. Only been here 6 weeks, but I tell you what, they've spent some money in here. It looks nice. So if you're trying to go for the sports bar vibe, having plenty of screens in a nice rustic style venue always goes well. And there are, when I say plenty of screens, there are plenty of screens. Got some ciders, kind of the Aspals on, and we've only been just down the road. Kodiak from Beartown on there, which is a lovely tipple of that one. But we have a wander through, and we'll come into the back room. So you see, there's a pool table, a dartboard, a jukebox, and more big screens for watching the sport. So yeah, this was an old bistro until recently apparently. So they've turned it around, so they've made it a sports bar, and honestly, it looks nice in here, and I think that this could be a really big asset to Biddulph. So if you haven't been yet, come and check them out. See, I wish them all the best. It's always nice to find a new business, something that I didn't know was there. So yeah, 6 weeks they've been open, and fingers crossed they will do really well. So no, it's a really nice bar. It's been decked out in there really nicely, so they should do well. But here's two I'm very much looking forward to. Andy Parkin, camera in the Staffordshire area, mentioned these two to me by name. So if anybody knows beer and knows good pubs anywhere within this area, it's Andy Parkin. So next one is right here. It's Crafty Flanker. It's a micro pub. Biddulph's first ever pub to feature in a good beer guide. There you go. There's a little accolade for you. So Crafty Flanker for me is up next, and I'll be heading over there to the Royal Oak. Not far, are they? So Crafty Flanker is up next. People are waving. Look, they're waving already. They're already ready for me. I think Andy Parkin's warned them I was coming. People should never warn people I'm coming. I told you I was excited about coming in here. Andy Parkin said I was going to like it in here, and Andy Parkin didn't lie. It's a really nice little micro pub. Some really good ales on. Some really great. So, Front Row Brewing. My first beer from them. This is the man behind it. It's over here hiding. This is a chocolate cherry stout. And you know what? It's absolutely superb. And this is a lovely little place. Everybody give me a wave. There. See, this is how much space we've got in here. That was it. That was it. That was all the space we've got. What a great little place, honestly. If you're coming up here. There's more. There's more room through there. Honestly, come and check this place out. Wicked little micro pub this. They weren't lying. There is plenty more space behind the main bar. Plenty of space coming through. You can even sit out here, look. If you really want to. Come sit by the toilets. I love a good barrel table. I want one of them one day. A little smoking area to the rear. So it says. I can't get out of there though. But yeah, what a lovely, fantastic little micro pub. And this chocolate cherry stout Front Row Brewing. Big fan of this. What a lovely little place. They're all really friendly. And that's the whole reason I do it, isn't it? To meet people and make new friends as we go. And to have some beers along the way. That Front Row Brewing beer, very, very good. So that's a mile away up the road. He's a top fella as well. Definitely check Front Row Brewing out if you've never had one of their beers. I think you'll like them. Directly over the road then, as I told you, is the Royal Oak. And I'm literally standing under it trying to avoid the rain because it's decided to, for the second time today, to have the heavens open upon me. So let's get inside and see what the Royal Oak is. Much more traditional old pub this. Gorgeous looking. So here's your lineup. I've gone for this Otter's Pool in here. That looks nice, doesn't it? We'll try that in a second. You know me, I always like to try something a little bit different. Nice to see Cammy's Unbelievable somewhere outside of York. Not found that anywhere outside of York, but beautiful looking. So much more traditional style, old wooden pub with some gorgeous seating. I mean, this would not look amiss as a Jules pub, would it? Gorgeous looking place. This is very impressive. I wish I had something like that. Oh, yeah, top boozer. Well, the weather is just spiffing. I can't hold that against Biddulph. Thus far, everyone in Biddulph's really friendly. Nice little high street area. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Yeah, it's what you'd expect a tiny little sort of town thing to look like. So the next port of call it's called the Bradley Green, and it is, as you can see, the town Spoons. So there's this and two more just here on the high street part, and then that's pretty much the high street part ticked off. So the Bradley Green is my next stop. Mid-sized spoons, not very big, all on one level, including the toilets. Carpet, that's not too shabby, is it, actually, to be fair. It's busy, there's a curry club and stuff on a Thursday, I think, so yeah, it is packed out, but it's the Spoons. There's nothing to report, it's alright, table service was fast enough. As far as Spoons go, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's alright, it's all on one level, not particularly massive. But this is one that I've been massively looking forward to. This is the one that I think most people who, when I said I was going to Biddulph, most people said the one you'll like the most is called On Tap. So it's basically dead opposite Wetherspoons. Craft beer and gin bar. I mean, I don't drink an awful lot of gin these days, but not against it. But yeah, you had me at craft beer. So On Tap is up next. I was told how much I'd like this. And again. Sometimes I don't know why I bother to ever doubt that what people tell me will be what I absolutely love, because you're always right. So, and again, yeah, this place is 100%, probably 110% absolutely up my street. I would go as far as to say it's magnificent in every way. A fantastic little place. Yeah, it's exactly what I look for in a drink. And this yonder, you've got to stop doing this, because every single one that you're putting out at the moment is an absolute banger. And honestly, I can't go round all day drinking 8% pastry stouts, because it will kill me eventually. So heed my warning. Great place, this though. I loved it in there. Absolutely loved it. I think that's 100% up my street. The banter, the customers, the beer, it's everything. It's just, that is a phenomenal little craft beer bar that deserves love from all sides. It's a great little place, run by a great guy, and yeah, that is somewhere I've instantly got an affiliation to and an absolute love for. But again, so Spoons is there, On Tap is there, and over the road is the third of the trifecta in this little zone called the Crown and Cushion. And if I'm honest, it's got a lot to live up to now after the last one of it. So I've got to. Don't shout, don't, I've got to. We've got to do all of them. So it's Crown and Cushion up next. In stark contrast to the wonderful beer lineup across the road. Yeah, Foster's Carling, John Smith, Strombo, Boddington's Bud Light. Yeah, it's I mean, the stone floors are nice. It's a nice old pub. But you know, it is what it is. It's a 7-minute walk from the town out to here, and I'll be honest, not an awful lot of people within the town had anything good to say about this place. In fact, it was a case of don't bother, miss it out, it's rough, just miss it out and go. But I've just walked down here. And you know what, it's alright, I'll show you the pub in a minute. The corner of the car park, that beautiful looking old car in the car park. I mean, it's a decent looking beer garden as well. But it can't be that rough, can it? When you've got undamaged, beautiful old motors sat in a car park that have probably been there for a while. So, and the thing is, when people tell me somewhere's rough, it spurs me on more. Because I don't think a lot of people know what rough is compared to some of the places I've been in. So I don't listen, I go everywhere, we sample everything, and this one is called the Barley Mow. So it's a housing estate type pub, but I mean, it certainly does not strike me as rough like most of the town have told me. It looks alright to me. So it's next up. Right, rough. Look how rough this pub. Look how rough this pub is. Yeah, like imagine it. I mean, this is diabolical shite, and it has been taken out apparently. But yeah, it's the worst. But look how rough this pub is. It isn't rough. It's not rough. It's a classic locals, as they say, but it's not rough. I quite like it in here. The people are great. The term rough, honestly, it's thrown around far too much. That is one of the friendliest like locals housing estate booths that I've ever been in. From the landlady to the clientele we need to stop throwing the term "this pub's rough" around, because honestly, it's not. I will 100% come back to the Barley Mow. I felt very accepted, very welcome in there, and I don't think that's rough at all. But people will forever throw out the term rough, won't they? When they don't like something, they don't understand it. Sometimes maybe you need to stop listening to other people. You need to go and try these pubs out, because you might just like them. Honestly, if that's supposed to be the roughest pub in Biddulph, then Biddulph has it very, very easy, because that ain't rough. It's a friendly locals pub that, yeah, 100% I would go back to. So, right, come up onto yet more house. So it's about a mile or so from where I just was. This is called the Roaring Meg, so this is another housing estate boozer, but I'm sure it's perfectly friendly, same as the last one. Sadly, you do get pricks that drive BMWs, by the looks of things, that think that they deserve to have 3 parking spaces to park in. So yeah, if you know that idiot who owns that, probably, yeah, call him out, because what a wanker. The car park looks pretty busy as well, so yeah, what an absolute wanker. But anyway, enough of him. The pub's called the Roaring Meg. Let's go and see what this one's all about. Can't possibly be as rough as the last one. Yeah, again, the housing estate, locals boozer. Yeah, it's well rough in here. Yeah, so it's a quiz. There's a quiz going on, and as you can see, the place is absolutely packed. Again, as you would expect to find, there's a bear town on the hand pulls. And what you'll find on the rest of it. But yeah, quiz in full swing, and it's pretty popular. I think it's some kind of Disney questions, and you know, I'm not really. It's a Disney quiz. I'm not very good with Disney. I remember Mickey Mouse, but yeah, that's about as far as I get with it. Yeah, so I think I'll leave the quiz question to them. But again, yeah, wicked little housing estate boozer, dead friendly, lovely little place. There's nothing rough in Biddulph, not a single thing. 2 to do for the rest of my night, and this is Biddulph Moor. So yeah, not Biddulph, but Biddulph Moor. It's up a big hill. Don't try and walk up that hill, will you? It's big. But 2 to do. First of which in Biddulph Moor, it's a Jules. The Rose and Crown. Beautiful looking pub. And I said, these guys don't do bad pubs. So what's not to be excited about? Rose and Crown next. Second Jules pub of the day. Second Jules banger in it. They always are. Because it said you always know, with a Jules pub, you always know what you're getting. And it is, they're always beautifully floored. They've always got beautiful stained glass. They've always got an absolutely gorgeous look about them and an ambience that makes you want to stay. I love a Jules pub. I always will, I always have. And this is another great one. Like I said, Jules don't do bad pubs. So very friendly, very nice, but you can see it's mega dark. Final stop is called the Foxhound. It does say the Foxhound, I promise. And it looks like that. Pretty damn cool. Freehouse village pub. Looks nice. Right, so final stop of the night. And you know, again, I really like. There's some ales on. Of course, you've got a Beartown one on, because when they're down the road from Congleton. But look at the doggies. Look at these. Look at the doggies.
Beartown.
They are lovely. Yeah, I've got. Don't. I mean, I got the Beartown ones. Can't the Rattlers. Hey, I got the Beartown ones. So give us a wave. Right, what are we playing?
Derby 9.
Derby 9. So if anyone in the comments can tell me how on earth you play Derby 9, then I'll be impressed, because they almost tried to explain it to me, and I haven't got the time. I cannot get my head around how you play that. What a fantastic little pub to finish on for the night. Honestly, Biddulph Moor, all of this, it is a fantastic place to come. sort yourselves out. If you haven't been, you should come and do it. If you, again, thanks for watching. Please do hit subscribe if you don't already, because it really, really, really does help. Have a great day. I'm off to St Albans tomorrow. Make sure you watch that video.